D-Rose great, back with another video, man. It's been like a week and some change, but I'm coming to you guys with some more sauce to help you with your roster and this dynasty thing, man. So I'm gonna show you how I found the generational linebacker build. Now, it might I'm probably putting a little extra oomph on it to make it sound better than it is, because it's still depending on your type of play style. But I do really appreciate these linebackers, just because if you're a guy, especially if you play on your middle linebackers, these are guys you definitely want hovering in the middle of the field as your user. So if you got good user skill, by the way. So I'm gonna show you what I go after, right? So we're gonna go into my national signing day. I'm gonna show you the linebackers that I went after, and it's these three right here. We got Emmanuel Forney, Gregory Sahara, and Allen Byron. Now, I know guys are like signal callers, but this is why I like going after signal callers. The outside linebacker ones, those are the only ones that you can only linebackers pretty much in this game that you can find that are 6'5". So this is why I like going after signal callers, because yeah, you might find better, like you might find actual better cars that are better, like the attributes are better. Might have they probably lurkers and thumpers might be more impactful right away for your team. But man, signal callers, there's a little trick that you do to make these guys almost godlike, right? So I'm gonna show you what you need to do. Now, of course, me personally, I'm only going after the 6'4" to 6'5" plus height linebackers, right? We don't want anybody under 6'4". So yeah, there might be a better signal caller that's 6'2", 6'3", but I want the guy that's super tall that can take away a lot of space in the middle of the field. And I'm gonna show you why these guys are the best, right? So most of the signal callers are like tweeners, so they're like in between thumper and they're in between lurker, so they're just a signal caller because they're pretty average in both fields. But sometimes you can find the guys that can already be flip to thumper or lurker. Most of the time it's gonna be they can flip to lurker. To thumper, excuse me. So let me see. Forney, can he change the thumper or lurker? You can turn the thumper, so you can change the position now if you wanted to. Sahara, he can go to thumper already too. You can change his position now. And Byron, you can turn. Oh, he'll stay at signal caller. So you see him at Mike and at Sam linebacker. He'll still be a signal caller, right? But this is what I like to do. So I'm gonna show you. We're gonna change these guys' positions. And me personally, I like for a 6'5" guy. I rather him be a lurker, just because you get these guys that can play pretty good coverage. Oh, where we at right here? We'll go to season 2 training. I got the save file, so I didn't get back in my editing bag yet, so I had to do the save files instead of just clipping and cutting it in one shot. But I'm gonna show you guys what we like to do here. So this requires you to have a little bit of patience though, because these guys really won't play for you those first 2 seasons. Now, the first 2, like I said, they're not gonna play for you the first 2 seasons. So if you don't have that type of patience, I can understand you like, nah, I'm not really feeling this. But me, I do, because I play in long-term dynasties, 24-hour sim. So the season to go by in about 20 days or so. So I have the patience to do so, right? But this is what we want to do. You want to take this guy like Gregory Sahara. Me personally, if he has super high hit power, you could probably lean in. So like, he has 83 hit power. This is a guy that you probably be like, you know what? I'd rather him be a thumper just because his hit power is already high. But for me, I think I just like the lurkers, man. At 6'5", I just prefer a lurker. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put up his. We're gonna go to the ratings. This is season 2. So what usually makes a guy a thumper will probably be like their run stopping and their power. So you want to get their pass coverage up above that to change their archetype, because you can change these guys' archetype. And that's what I like about the signal callers too. They usually have their skill caps from all the testing that I've done. the skill caps on pass coverage usually is usually pretty low. So like you can easily turn these guys to lurkers for the most part. Now I really haven't done so much with the normals, but for sure impact and above, these guys usually have low skill caps on the pass coverage. So right here I could turn Sahara to I could turn him to a lurker easily. Now that we have his pass coverage above his run stopping, I didn't mean to do that. We'll probably put up like speed or something here. Got him to 85 speed. Now for me, linebackers, you're not touching the field for me if you don't have like 86 speed and above. So we're gonna go into let's see the normal. I want to show you his skill caps too. I think his skill caps were pretty low on pass coverage. Yep, it was. Like this is enough to turn him to a lurker and he'll still be pretty good. So you just gotta get to 81. We don't really care about him. Like if he has a normal, we're probably gonna pack him up just cause that'll take too long to develop him. But we got his pass coverage up. We don't have enough for speed to get him to like 85 or anything like that. But we'll live with it. We'll live with it right here. Then we have the last one, Byron, who's another impact one. We're definitely turning him to a lurker. We'll put the pass coverage up. Like I said, this pass coverage is still like it's still like, yeah, this one has about what 5 skill caps, but this is still good enough to get him to where you need him to get to as a lurker, right? So get it to 80. We'll get it to like 82. All right, so we got it to 83. It's above run stopping, so that'll make him change his position easily. Then we could probably get about 2 upgrades on speed. 86. This is perfect. So now I'm gonna show you guys what happens. This is how we pretty much do it. Now I'm gonna show you guys what happened when we go into to that year 3. But also you want to make sure, because I didn't say this as well. You want to make sure that you're redshirting those guys. Like those guys should not be getting any playing time. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? We're gonna get into the season 3 training. I'm gonna show you what you need to have. Because I didn't really get into the things to really make them be a lot better and develop a lot faster, right? So as far as coaching abilities go, I'm gonna show you need to prioritize having your motivator on tier 3 or your main head coach. Now, of course, me personally, I'm gonna have all my coordinators are gonna have motivator. Like I'm not going after a coordinator that doesn't have motivator. And if you watch my last video about building the perfect coordinator stack, man, if you haven't watched it, I mean, go watch that already, and then come back and probably watch this to see how this is gonna help you maximize those linebackers, right? So we're gonna have motivator tier 3. He doesn't have it on defense right now. He's an offensive coordinator, but he'll probably build it. But the defensive one, he'll have it. And then of course the biggest thing too is if they have talent developer, because then if you could get that to tier 2 and tier 3, by the time they're redshirt sophomores, which will basically be their 3rd year in college, you're probably gonna have, if you have an impact guy, you probably would have gained about 100 plus total player ability points. And then of course if he was star in elite, you're probably in that 130 range. So man, you definitely want to go after talent developer and tier 3 of motivator. And probably for this, I'll say tier 2 for sure. Tier 3 would make it even better for when they get to their junior year. But yeah, definitely want to go after those. So now I'm gonna show you guys what we do here. So this is what we'll do. Position changes. So this is their 3rd year, which should be their redshirt sophomore year. So that's why I said, hold on, just in case I didn't explain it good enough too, let me go back. This is why you want the tier 3. I mean the tier 2. Freshman and sophomore linebackers progress faster. So that's that tier 2. If you look linebacker whisperer for tier 2, because if you redshirt them, they automatically you basically getting 3 years of the same points, like of the extra boost, because you're getting the true freshman year, you're getting their redshirt freshman year, and then you're getting their redshirt sophomore year. So that's why tier 2 is so important, if I didn't explain it already or properly. But that's why you guys got to go back and watch that video if you're not really hip to the to going after the coordinators and getting it on your actual coach as well. So now this is where we go back into, this is our season 3. We go, oh, excuse me. Now this is where we flip them, right? We see Sahara, Byron, Forney. They're all signal callers still. So what we'll do is Sahara, we'll turn them to lurker. We'll put them at Mike. We'll put Byron at Mike, and then we'll put them back to Will just so they're all in the same spot. You know, depending on how you like to have your team. But just for me, I just don't like seeing 10 players at one position, like the way, like especially at no linebacker. So that's why we're doing that. Got like a weird OCD about it, but so now we're back at Will. Now we put them back there, lurkers, right? So we'll see the matter of fact. I'll sim to the training week so we see it first. Excuse me. We'll go to training week. So we'll sim next week. And just to remind you guys, both of these linebackers are impact that we're really flipping. So imagine if you guys were able to get a star or elite dev one, that signal caller. And they're at the end of the day, they're 6'4", 6'5". They're taking up a lot of space, and these are like great users for the middle of the field. So we got Sahara and Byron. We got 41 on Sahara, 40 on Byron. Here we go. And he missed out. And look, Sahara, he missed out on the extra points because I didn't redshirt sophomore. I just simmed it. I didn't give him the red shirt, so he wouldn't typically have about probably like 10 more plus points in my actual dynasty because I'll have talent developer there. But so this is what you want to go to. You want to go look at the physicals. What do we care the most about at that linebacker? For me, I want that house call on gold at least, and then I want that robber. That's that movement. That's what gives you the movement. So we'll go pass coverage up, get the catching up, 72. Probably go one more. Or we could, let me see. We'll go house call, says 71. We'll go one more pass coverage. Bang. Get that house call up. Then I want to make sure I get. This is why I said it's better if you have like a star elite dev, because this guy now you have to, when you got the lower guys like normal impact, now you got to decide, do I want to get his speed higher or do I want those abilities? So just for the sake of the video, now me normally I would just put the speed up so I get the robber, but for the sake, I love that house call. Nah, I gotta go quickness. I have to, because I need that. That robber helps your movement in the field, and we still didn't get enough just because we didn't redshirt this guy, but it's all good. So we'll put pass coverage up one more time, and then look, he's an 86. You probably get enough points throughout the season. We'll just need 4 points throughout the season to get that house call to gold, which is what I really value that house calls, just because guys be dropping picks in this game, like it's insane. But let's see. Then we'll turn him. We got Byron as well. And I'm doing this with guys who have impact, like I said. So imagine, he already has robber. We'll go one more just to get the robber up. And then we could possibly end up getting a gold, but for the sake, I'm gonna get a little bit of house call here. Oh, the pass catch didn't even go up. Oh my goodness. So now we can put house call on, and then throughout the season, all you need is a little bit more extra points. You get that house call up. This costs about 6 to get the house call up, and then we it'll probably take one more year just because these guys are this guy a little bit on the slower side. We had to use, I think he started at what, 83. So especially if you find the 6'5" guy that's like around 87 speed or something, or like 89 acceleration, you're in a great spot. So you also gotta take that into account when you're looking for these linebackers, if you're gonna turn them to a lurker. And you can also turn them into thumpers too. That's the thing I'm not telling you. Like, you can turn these guys into thumpers and there'll be problems. But this all requires you at the end of the day to have a little bit of patience and say, you know what, I'm gonna just let these guys marinate for about 2 seasons or so, and these guys will be problems. And then also I want to say, if you go back and watch my transfer portal video that I did, I think I did that before the coach. Yeah, I did that before the coaching stack. You can see, like, all right, maybe I didn't get the signal callers that I like out the from recruiting. Like, I didn't recruit them out of high school, but there might be some transfer portal guys who are in like that you might get that are freshmen that have high development traits. So you could probably, trust me, you go back and watch my transfer portal video. You go look for the linebackers, 3-star, 4-star guys that are true freshmen, and that they're hitting the transport, and they might be like 6'4", 6'5". They might have higher development, and those are the guys that you could probably choose over this one, over the 2 guys that I chose. So, that's about it for the video, man. I wish I honestly could have just waited till I got a star or elite dev guy, but I just wanted to jump straight into it to show you, like, even these guys at Impact have a really good floor for you to get those generational type of linebackers. Now, of course, they'll both be demons. Like, so if we was to sim another season, both these guys will be maxed out. Like, he will probably have platinum house call, platinum robber. Depending on how much points I get, we could probably end up getting that knockout to like bronze or silver. So that's what I'm saying, man. You guys need to start going after them signal callers. Trust me. And if you find the high dev guys, like, I'll just go into my league real quick, right? I just want to show you. I wasn't even gonna do this. I'll go into my league. Oh, that's on my other. I'm not on my main account actually, so it won't even work. But I was gonna say, I had 2, like, in my season right now, in my actual dynasty league, I have 2 linebackers. Both of them were like 87. I think they were both like 87 speed, hitting gem guys, 4 stars. So, like, you already know those guys are gonna be. What I'm gonna do with those guys are gonna be crazy, bro. Like, they're probably gonna be maxed out by like their redshirt junior year, by their redshirt sophomore year. So, with that being said, man, let me know if you guys appreciate the video. Give it a like, thumbs up, all that good stuff, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. We're trying to get our numbers up. So, and let me know if you appreciate it in the comment section below. I'm out. Peace.